come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches glitching. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the mission, shit that we ain't do, we spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide, then she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch an op so I can test the bitch.
What's up, peeps? Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you? Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. Let me get my little festivities ready and we'll get this party started. Hello, I'm so tired. All right. We got some funny things to talk about today, and we got some serious things to talk about. I don't know what this is. What's that about? I don't know what that is yet. We'll figure that out as it happens. I don't know what that is. Show comments on stage is weird. Show any different? It might. Okay. Well, let's see if it does. We'll just see if it does. Oh, man. Not that one. Oh. Not that, bro. I want to talk about Sharp and Lush first. The no jumper fall apart category. That's what I want to discuss first. This is funny as hell. Hold on, bro. This shit is funny. We got to watch this first. All right, man. Let's go. This shit's fun. Let me bring this up. Let's get in this reaction, y'all. Bye. This shit is hilarious, bro. What the fuck happened?
Now,
I think we're good, man. I think we're good. If we could play the video, please. All right.
You crash out later.
I'm gonna kill one of these fools. I swear to God, y'all can make me kill one of y'all.
Yeah. That made me cute.
Tell Sharp I'm coming tonight. I'm coming to Vegas tonight. Sharp, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Ooh. Sharp?
That nigga say, Sharp, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, yeah. Whoa. Hey, bud. Let me tap you on your shoulder. Where you at? Where you been? You said you was gonna get in the car a couple times. The only car I seen you get into is an Uber, and that motherfucker gonna be real expensive trying to ride to Vegas. So the jig is up, my nigga. Like, what's up? Like, I don't get it. Tell Sharp I'm coming tonight.
Tell Sharp I'm coming tonight.
To Vegas tonight.
Coming to Vegas tonight.
I'm about to come ride to Vegas. Nigga, ride out here. And guess what? I ain't gonna be no funny nigga and be like, look at this stupid ass thing in the road out here, bro. I will come meet you, bro. Sharp, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up, Sharp. Bro, I will come meet you, bro. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. I think you know that, though. You know that, though. I'm not life. I'm gonna kill you.
About somebody being left hanging.
You fake pimp. You white faggot.
What did he
This is
call
a
him?
story of two friends turned enemies.
I love you, bro. Hey.
Lush is on a mission to take back everything that Sharp tried to take from him, and now he's trying to put Sharp in the dirt.
People see me let shit slide and be like, why you ain't just squash him? Why you ain't just squash him? Because your intelligence, because your stature, because your power
What do you?
so much greater, Lush. Why you ain't just squash them like the ants that they are? And I say to myself, you know what? Because God instilled me with mercy in my soul.
With those
You know what I mean?
fucking 10-pound dumbbells?
Sharp, I'm gonna fuck you up! I'm gonna fuck you up, Sharp!
Choose your fighter.
No, fool, like I know everything there is to know pretty much about the law. Point and shoot always gonna have something to say about me, church. He's gonna say that I got a torso. He's gonna say that I like to drink nice, tall, warm glasses of pee.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys know on some hidden info that you guys have never heard before. This is gonna be brand new information on both Sharp and Lush 1. Because they both have a secret weapon, and you guys are about to find out today. Out the gate, Lush pulls up with one of his favorite one-hit combos.
Spooky powerful.
Immediately, Sharp drops down to half health. Lush, after gaining superpowers,
What did he hit him
from
with? Hold
Pookie,
on, man.
seemed like he was going to beat Sharp, but Sharp
Hold on, man. What the hell is going on here, bro? What did he throw at Sharp? Look, they got Gina views. Hold on, man. Hold on. Is this the list of fighters? P Nice and Gina Views and Yuri T-Rail. They got Almighty Suspect up here looking. It's funny as fuck.
Nice, tall, warm glasses of pee.
All right, I'm going to let you guys know on some hidden info
funny.
that you guys have never heard before. This is going to be brand new information on both Sharp and Lush 1, because they both have a secret weapon, and you guys are about to find out today. Out the gate, Lush pulls up with one of his favorite one-hit combos.
Spooky powerful.
Immediately, Sharp drops down
Spooky
to
power. He hit him with a crystal meth pipe, y'all. He hit him with a crystal meth pipe. What's up, Miss PJ Williams? How'd this come up on the screen, man? Did it come up on our screen? Did Miss PJ Williams' comment come up? It did. It's on the screen. All right. I like it. How are you, Miss PJ? It's on the screen, y'all. We got the comments rolling up the screen now.
half health. Lush, after gaining superpowers from the Pookie, seemed like he was going to beat Sharp, but Sharp has something up his sleeve that Lush would have never expected. All right, so like a few months ago, someone had posted Sharp's uncle on the Reddit, and everyone was debating what race they thought he was. You know, a lot of people were saying he was Native, and he had a Native American vibe. Some people were saying he was like Bangladeshi, Moroccan. But somebody, one Reddit user named OK Respect Kaysen, he commented and said, "You motherfuckers are dumb. That's our Uncle Junior.
Zero.
That's
What's
the
good?
problem.
What's
with niggas
good,
always in
Zero?
someone
I'm so
else's
tired.
business,
Hello,
like some
hello.
little bit
You
His
thought
mom
that
is
was
white
being
and his
quiet
dad is black.
behavior.
That's how much you niggas know. And I was curious because I was like, how the fuck does this guy know so much? And I kept on looking through the comments, and that's where I found him saying, "That is our uncle." Damn, niggas be looking up. It's like that's some weird ass shit. Why don't you niggas look up your bitches? Why y'all on his nuts? Y'all might as well suck his dick.
Damn.
This dude said, "Nigga," said our uncle like he's part of the family. Kaysen responds, "That's my cousin. If we got any problems, you can come to my house, call me or whatever. My number is blank, blank, blank. We can do whatever." So I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Is this actually Sharp's cousin? So I looked up his number, and lo and behold, that's a Nevada number. Because, you know, Sharp is from Vegas. I also found a name attached to the number, and the name was Kaysen. So I wanted to look deeper into it. So I went into Google just to, because I had a hunch. I just typed in Kaysen, Nevada,
trying to do the right thing.
And boom, what did I find? The same first and last name.
Trying to do the right thing, you know.
The same description of a guy who was arrested. This is him.
He was just right here.
Apparently, a man was sought by the Regional Crime Suppression Unit trying to flee in Sparks by backing into a detective's vehicle and then drove down a walkway and hit the wall of a business and a vehicle.
There he is.
Kaysen Dillon, 33, then tried to run from the scene but was caught by detectives. Police said Dillon had warrants for charges that included possession of a gun by an ex-felon, grand theft auto, drug trafficking, and possession of a stolen motor vehicle and obtaining money under false pretenses.
Yeah, he's good.
That sounds like a dangerous.
Damn.
Man. He also faced additional charges from that arrest, including obstructing and resisting, possession of the credit card of another, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of heroin.
Not your cousin.
So it's all coming together. You know, Lush can try to power up off that Pookie, but Sharp's cousin might have the upper hand with that super Pookie. And I think that will lead to huge damage against Lush with his super Pookie punch. Super Pookie punch.
Oh, they gave him the Pookie punch? That's Sharp's cousin? There you go. That's Sharp's cousin, y'all. Fuck. I'd hate to meet him in the back alley one night.
Will lead to huge damage against Lush with his super Pookie punch. Super Pookie punch. On Lush's last bit of health, he has to figure out something quick, but he has something up his own sleeve that Sharp never expected.
No, fool, like I know everything there is to know pretty much about the law.
According to nationaltriallawyers.org, billionaire Alki David had been hit with more than $58 million in damages after a jury found him liable for battery, and sexual harassment against a former employee. Attorney Gloria Aldridge says jurors on Monday ordered David to pay $50 million in damages to Mahim Khan, who was a former production assistant who worked at David's Los Angeles-based media companies. Nick Hine.
Oh, no, this is what... No. This is when they made that... Yeah, Lush's weird part of Lush's career where he had to wear a dog collar and shit.
James, aka Lush, said he worked there around the same time that Khan did, and he told the jury that he saw David perform the mangina and was present when David made Khan watch Two Girls, One Cup, and that he saw David grope Khan's breasts, grope her vagina, and shove her head into his crotch.
Oh, man. So you just telling
He
Lush?
also said he regretted being
Lush
a
is a
coward
rat.
and not saying anything about
Lush
it.
is just a
On
snitch.
cross-examination, Lush said he believed that David still owed him money and that he himself was also a victim of sexual harassment by David. Lush was questioned about an incident where allegedly a gun was pulled or brandished. Lush said that he was aware of the incident, but he was not present when it happened. David suddenly screamed, and he said that Lush actually had been the one who brought the gun into the office in the first place. Now, I feel like all of this says a whole lot about Lush. One, he's willing to be a witness and testify in the defense of a woman or in the name of justice. But there's also the possibility that Lush likes to keep that thing on him. So at the end of this hypothetical battle, it appears that Lush pulls out the blick and calls up his lawyer, Rosenberg, and gets Sharp and his alleged cousin thrown in jail. Well played, Lush.
Well played. Game over. Sharp goes to jail. But he gets out on bail. He was Brian Steele.
Damn, homie. This was a long walk from the crib.
Hey, church. Do you have an appointment?
He looks like an intelligent table
bitch.
man. Yeah.
Should be under sharp. Oh my God, Mr. P. My apologies.
Mr.
Go
P.
ahead and take a seat. Thanks, bitch. Oh my God, you just spit on my face. Stop it. You're fine.
Drake.
Hey, church. This seat
Hi,
taken.
English. That's shit is funny, bro. That shit is funny, man. All right, we'll watch this video here before we get into this Diddy thing, man. Because I definitely want to talk about Diddy. This Diddy case is getting wild, bro. And it's only just begun. Hello, amazing Spider-Man. Hello there. How are you? Adam, 22, and Lena the Plug's relationship is killing No Jumper. Killing it, they say. Killing No Jumper.
Relationship stuff, because this is what everyone wants to know from us.
I remember this.
I feel like
I remember this when she let that large black man enter her for a price of money.
I feel like my audience deserves to be explained
she
to
let
as well,
Jason
like
Williams-
why we have a very one-sided relationship where you sleep with other women and I don't sleep with other men.
What the fuck?
March 13th,
Where you sleep with other women and I don't sleep with other men. Do you want to? Yes, on camera. But also, I never sleep with any other men. Sometimes I wish I could sleep with other men, just because logistically for my schedule.
Logistically, I need to fuck other men around. You know, it's logistically, I need to be able to fuck other dudes. Just logistically, though. Logistically, do you know how fucking simple Susie that sounds? How holy that sounds? Logistically, I need to take dick when you're not around. Logistically, you can't be the only dick I take.
It would be easier because Adam is a very busy person. And yeah, obviously I think it'd be fun and hot if we did stuff with other guys, but like I just don't care enough to like have it affect my relationship with you. And I'm okay with that, but I feel like a lot of my very feminist audience wants me to care about that a little bit more and like fight for it.
Right.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm fighting for my side.
What's your side?
That I like having you as my
As only yours?
As only mine, yes.
I don't think we realized it whenever this happened, but this was the beginning of the end for Adam Grant Maison and Lena the Plug. Adam wanted Lena all for himself, but Lena was looking to explore other options.
Jason Williams, come on down. You've been the next BBC to enter Lena the Plug. Lena, you've been plugged.
Sure, in order for Adam to keep Lena around, he had to obey. And I think it could possibly be bigger than that, because in this very interview, Lena details being there for Adam during a terrible point in his life in 2018. And she stayed, even though Adam had recently almost tried to smash another girl, and it really broke her heart.
And I really wanted to be with you, and I felt like, you know, I basically gave you a second chance, and it wasn't for nothing. Like it ended up working out. And I feel like we grew a lot and grew together because we had that tragedy. Like we kind of knew that, like, you really hurt me. It was 2 years into our relationship. It was after I went to Thailand and you really needed me. The worst thing that's ever happened to you happened to you. And I came home and I moved in with you and I took care of you. And that's why I felt like this is fucked up.
Now I have an interesting theory.
Oh, wow. What do you think that could have been? What do you think could have been the worst thing in the world that could happen to Adam? Adam 22. What could have been the worst thing in the world, y'all?
For you guys. So in 2018, the tragedy that Lena is talking about that happened to Adam, one of his lowest points in life, is whenever he lost his Atlantic record deal after he was accused of sexual misconduct. Because in 2018, a woman named Desiree, accused him of being a serial rapist She alleged that Graham Mason abused her and started dating her when she was 16, with, some disturbing details.
Oh, wouldn't we know this? Adam likes them young, guys. Adam likes them young.
Those right there. Ugh, disgusting. But it really makes you think, what all she actually knows about the situation. What all did Adam confide in her about the situation?
What's good,
And could
Wolfie?
any of this be a reason why Adam holds on to Lena the Plug so tightly? Could Lena the Plug have something over Adam's head that he's afraid to get out?
Oh, yeah, I got to say this too. If you're not a member of this channel, I don't know what you're waiting on. Become a member. Become a part of the family. Get into the Riot Room, the internet, Instagram, Riot Room, adult-only chat, where members only can be there. Members only. There is no exceptions. Members are moderators only. Let's put it that way. That's the only exception. So if you're not a member already, become a member. And hit that like button for me, goddammit. I appreciate it. Every one of y'all, thank y'all. Members only giveaway coming soon too. Like 2 days.
Not much longer after the interview between the couple, Adam and Lena got married, and soon afterwards, something happened to Adam that he never would have wished on his relationship. Lena decided she wanted to start filming with other guys. Her first scene including Jason Love. A few months ago, whenever I was watching Point and Shoot, I saw a clip where Adam and Lena were discussing gangbangs. Although Adam didn't want her to partake in such activities, Lena never gave her comment on the subject, and you could only assume that she would be interested in such
Lena's a hoe,
He likes
y'all.
watching them. He doesn't want to see me in one.
Lena's a hoe.
Hold on. You like watching them? So you would never allow her to be in a gangbang?
It's so difficult to even find one guy that I consider worthy of putting his inside of my wife, that the idea of finding 5.
Thank you very much. I'm here for monogamy. I'm here for what anyone wants to do in the bedroom is their business, right? But they're putting their business out there for the purposes of our opinion, because that's the only reason why you would want your business like that out there is you're gonna have to face the criticism of it. You're going to have to face the criticism of it. And now you get the criticism. Lena, you're a hoe.
I like
and I don't want to hear oh, I do it for the money. I do it because I'm a porn star. No, you do it because you like to fucking come and it pays you.
That was only mine, yes.
I would really like to know what Lena's thoughts are on that subject, but to make matters worse, there was something discussed in the previous video that we just reviewed where Adam was talking about one of his favorite things about being in a relationship.
I just love being in a relationship. I like having that part of my life taken care of.
Now, you would think, the gist of what Adam appreciates about being in a relationship would be, the fact that he gets to have an intimate partner that he protects and provides for. But Lena has a different idea of how she sees the relationship.
It's just like when the electrician guy comes and knocks on the door, he's like,
Lena is full-blown feminist, y'all. I mean, full fucking blown. To the point where she hates men. She doesn't even like men. I mean, she hates men, period. She is a full-blown feminist. I mean, a pretty bad one. And I mean, all women should
let me get
be,
my
I
wife.
guess,
whereas
at
more
some
people
point.
come and say, let me get my husband.
But I've never had to call an electrician in my whole life. I don't even know, like, I would
Remember
like
the light switches. I know.
I would love for you sometime to just tell me, like, hey, there's this problem in the house. Can you take care of it? Although, to be honest,
listen to the conversation that they're having. Oh, I would love for you to tell this problem in the house, honey. I would fix it if I knew how. I would fix it, honey. Adam don't know how to fix a fucking hole in the wall. He couldn't read a tape measure. And you think you're going to keep a woman? You can't read a tape measure. You probably can't keep a woman. In the end, who wants a man? What woman wants a man that can't read a tape measure? that couldn't build her a house if he needed to, that couldn't lay the foundation. There's a lot of you men on here too that don't know how to do none of that shit.
What's gonna happen if you're gonna be like, the guy told me stuff I don't fucking remember what it was.
And I'm gonna be like, yo, Josh.
I do the man stuff and the woman
Yo,
stuff.
Josh,
to outsource
Wait, what
everything.
do you mean you do the man? What did I just hear right now?
I do the man stuff and the woman stuff. I am in charge of the entire household.
Wow.
This is the thing. She is so neurotic and on top of everything and needs to know how every single thing works.
In my own
That
house that I pay a
should be what you're doing, Adam, as the man of the house. You should be on top of everything. You should need to know what's going on in that house, not her, dumbass.
mortgage
But
on,
that-
yes.
She won't really like let me have any responsibility.
You hear that? You hear that? That's it right there. She won't even really like let me. She won't even really like let me, guys. Think of that. Think of that statement coming from a man. Because I know how it would look if it was coming from a man to a woman. Adam is fucking simped out, yo. She won't even let me do anything, guys. Bitch, I ain't asking. I'm doing what I want to do. I respect the fuck out of women, right? But I don't do control. You're not going to control me. You're not going to lay these things out like you can't do this or you can't do that. No. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do anytime I want to do it, how I want to do it. And then if it comes with consequences later, then we'll just deal with those consequences
She
later.
doesn't trust
Because
me
you're so
enough to handle
incapable.
them.
Well, you're a
And
daddy's
I'm
girl.
incapable.
And it goes
Wow,
both
it's
ways.
really crazy because Adam spent like a majority of his adult years hanging around kids. He would hang around like 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old BMX riders, give them a place to stay and go biking with them. Pretty much living.
And please don't forget that Lil Pump, when he went on tour with Lil Pump, you know he was around nothing but children then. Nothing but
a
children.
teenage lifestyle up until he met Lena. So Lena coming into his life, it was just like she became less of a girlfriend figure for him and more of
Mommy.
a mommy. You know, Lena is Adam's mommy. I
Mommy
wouldn't be
Lena.
surprised if he calls her mommy, like
Mommy.
at their comfortable abode.
Mommy
And you know, it
Lena.
really makes a lot more sense why Lena is looking to hang around more male figures. You know
I don't
what I
know
mean?
what he's
Like men that
doing these
really
videos
bring
all
a
these
male
kids, bro.
presence
That was
into her
that's
life
stupid
because
as
she
fuck.
thinks
You're so helpless. So I'm not gonna have you help me with something where I feel like it's gonna take me
So
double,
he's like a
double
big-ass
the work.
kid.
I have very
I
limited
told him
life
the other day,
skills.
he's like, it's like dating a
I have very limited life skills. Whoa.
13-year-old boy because he's like, can I stay home and play video games? I don't want to come. And then if he does come, he's on his phone in the corner the whole time. And I'm like, put your phone away, Adam. Talk to people.
wow. And I mean now look at her. She's meeting up with Jason Love in hotel rooms. She's playing Mr. and Mrs. Claus with them at the mall, or I mean wherever they're at. It's just not looking good. And I mean, listen to this. She even regrets making her name Lena the Plug. She wishes she would have made it.
Okay, if I could go back and pick my porn name, I would pick Lena Lovegood. That's Harry Potter reference. But anyways.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
Oh my God. I mean, if I was Adam Grand Maison, I would be embarrassed. That is
He
embarrassing.
is a straight simp. And he does all this to fuck chicks. I mean, he's making a ton of money. Let's not bullshit it. He is making a ton of money. The porn industry will not go anywhere. We all know that. It's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. It's getting to where you got to do the more weirder porn, I guess, because there's all these people with these fetishes is getting out of control. But let's be honest, porn isn't going anywhere. It's just becoming less cheap to get. You know what I mean? You can go on, like, who's going to pay for porn when you can just go on any website and get it? I don't get why people would pay to see Adam and Lena fuck. Y'all are weird.
Instead of being like Yuri and yelling at his bitch, he's just going to take all the anger out that he has for his wife on his employees.
Oh,
6 feet.
hold on. Who was that?
his wife on his employees.
Who is that? Oh, I know. I see who that is. That's Milk when he went on back on Fig.
And 6 street till I'm 6 feet. Niggas dissing on the gang if you disgrace. Fucked up. Gave your bitch dick till that bitch heat. She said I got no manners. I said, bitch, please. Shorty suck my dick standing up cause she short thigh. Where you fuck Miami hoes on the floor die. If your bitch is a whale, I'm a worker. And my blick not a stick as a Thorthai Riley. Live a double life like Miley. Hershey at the gym in the back getting cheese clap. Is it Ross? Is it Flacco with his big back? Is it Kiki? Is it Adam? Is it Big Chat? Damn.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So we're just gonna dive straight into it. This is Josh Mannheim. He's like one of the main guys behind the scenes of No Jumper, but he's also Adam's ex-brother-in-law, or possibly still his brother-in-law, because I don't think the divorce is final yet. Now, he was married to Adam's sister, and they had a couple kids together. They had these kids way before he was even a part of No Jumper, so they've been together for a while. Well, recently they decided to get a divorce. Now, Josh hasn't talked too much about it, but we're about to get some more insight right here.
There's a lot of things that happened in my life that have prevented me from sleeping.
Girls.
No.
What else?
No, literally no one else.
No, I don't.
You know what's working here? In my life has been going on in my life for the last year. Things that I don't talk about.
Yeah, you've been getting divorced for like a year.
Yes.
Well, why would that cause you to not sleep all night? You gotta be like filling out divorce papers all night.
Divorce to keep you up at night.
No, you're not trying to get.
You hear this creep?
You said it's definitely not that. But
all right. Well, I mean, you heard it from Adam Graham Maison's mouth. Like, Josh Mannheim does not want his sister, Adam's sister, back, and that makes you think, like, is that going to put a strain on Adam and Josh's relationship? Could Josh possibly be leaving No Jumper anytime soon? Now, I don't think Adam really cares that much, whether he just doesn't care about his sister much or he just has a lot of respect for Josh. But a lot of people are saying that Josh is actually getting this divorce because, and I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying this is the word around town. They're saying Josh may be fucking Gunner. Now, Gunner is also one of the big guys behind the scenes at No Jumper. And apparently they're seen around a lot together. And it was even brought up during whenever they were reading the super chats, something about Josh and Gunner fucking.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? Do what?
Josh don't want me to read that one. Why? What, scroll up?
Oh, you don't want us to read it. There's something about him, Gunner.
Oh, really?
Bring your boyfriends. Oh, okay.
Wow, bro. So they gay?
I don't have any problem with two guys wanting to be with each other. It is what it is. What I have a problem with is infidelity, especially within the workplace. That's wrong, especially with having kids. It's just so messed up. Now, in this clip, I feel like I have some evidence with them really being butt buddies. Let's look into this.
Josh, you was
yeah.
You allow a lot of activity.
This is back when Token Urine was still cool, and they were marking out Josh, but someone came to his defense.
And a lot of shit behind the scenes for sure.
Whoa! Hold on there, buddy. Are you touching?
Josh, let's go. Let's go, Josh. Let's just
the
go.
small of his back? Nigga, that's gay. I don't care what y'all say. That's gay. I ain't saying they're gay. I ain't saying that they're actually each other. But what I'm trying to say is if they were each other, I wouldn't have a problem with it. One love, man. One love. But if you were truly committing infidelity, that's just wrong, man. That's wrong on so many levels.
You were doing it with another man. That's wrong, bro. On a different level.
Now, I had to look more into this guy because everyone's talking about Gunner era in full effect. This nigga is a fucking Twinkie. Look at this photo. I saw this shit and I was like, this nigga is a twink. He's a Twinkie. I mean, look at how he's tied up. He's just like watching the girl like stand over him like that. He's a sub. He's submissive. You know, he likes girls to tie him up and fuck him in the ass. I think just from what he's giving me, you know. And he likes to be tortured and humiliated. But I mean, if that's what you're into, then that's what you're into, bro. Go off, man. Do you? One love.
Started though.
Okay.
You said F Brandon.
What?
I want to know why.
No,
Why?
he said Brandon was an F slur.
Yeah, I said.
We gotta
Can
wait
I
a
say
little
it
bit
yet?
until he
No,
can really
oh,
get
okay.
into
Say
his.
F-slur, right? So, okay,
Man.
so like, what's your issue? Like, why do you feel like he's an F-slur?
I just feel like he's like just like doing the most.
Like
he
what?
talks a lot and says nothing. He's like kind of a wall talker. You know what that is?
No.
Yeah, where they just fill a bunch of field words,
Bro, and not
but
saying
literally
nothing.
says
You're saying
nothing.
a whole.
You said a whole lot of
You
nothing.
said a whole lot of nothing. And what is and his whole like rebuttal and everything, like calling him like a failed podcaster and a failed like this and that. It's like, bro, who the fuck are you? Like,
You're trying.
who
to-
the hell are you?
You're
dude?
literally trying to have a job here.
And then how old
I'm
is
the
he?
failed
How old is
podcaster.
he?
All right. Well, if you thought the Gunner and Josh tea was pretty
What's
spicy,
up, dog?
wait till you get a load of this. So apparently, everyone's just worried about Brandon. Brandon's
We're
the
gonna
new
get
guy
on this
on the
Diddy
block.
shit as
It's
soon
not
as this is
official.
done. We're gonna get on this Diddy shit. Let me speed this shit up, man. Because I do want to go through this. This is funny, bro. This dude's channel is funny as hell. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's called Big Chat Small World.
So yet,
Go
everyone's
check him
thinking he's
out.
going to be the new host for the No Jumper show.
Deviant Brandon, I didn't realize that he was coming here with an agenda.
Now, right off the bat, when Brandon first showed up, he marked out Almighty Suspect, got him out the paint. And the next, he went after Lush. They had an intellectual debate in which some say Brandon beat him. And now Gunner has a problem with him. But the interesting thing is, Gunner has a problem with him because he wants to stick up for Almighty Suspect. Now, I mean, I'm not going to dive into the ways that Almighty Suspect could possibly be suspect. I mean, but with that being said, I don't think it's that far-fetched that Suspect and Gunner are fucking.
What's
I
up?
mean, come
What's
on, we
up,
can really
Phoenix?
connect the dots here. I don't know.
Like, for real. Just say what's so wrong with saying the word faggot? Is that a bad word? Is that a bad word? I'm scratching my head over here, bro. Before too long, you ain't even going to say the word it. You're not even going to be able to say the word it. I'm dead serious. You're not even going to be able to say the word it. Before too long, you'll just have to speak in code, I guess.
Don't take my
'Cause
word on it.
everything's
Just
going to be
see for
taken.
yourself.
I do remember the part
you hurt me
on the podcast they were on
feelings.
together where he literally just straight up said, like, you want to go do this, we can step outside off camera.
We can do
can't
whatever you
get
want
me.
to do.
He can't
We
get
can do
me.
whatever you want to do
Trust
right
me.
now.
I'm
I'm not
listening.
going to do whatever you want to do.
He's not
right
trying to
now.
fight.
Right now. Where would you like to go?
Where you trying to
Where would you like to go?
Okay, I want y'all to pay close attention to Josh, especially his tone of voice and his body language. Look how he puts his hand on his face. Just listen.
Like to go?
Where you trying to
Where would you like to go?
That looks so gay, bro. He does. Them saying Josh is like has like mannerisms of a gay man. It's very true. I've met men though that have like those gay mannerisms that are not gay at all. That actually pull a lot of pussy.
This whole okay, don't turn off the line. Don't suspect. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Come on.
Suspect. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
This is a real full circle moment here. So Josh sounding zesty as fuck, Suspect. Follow me. Come on, follow me. It's just a whole lot of feminine energy in the room, and it makes you think if hypothetically Josh and Gunner are as well as Suspect and Gunner.
See what I mean?
Is it
See what I mean? See, I am not the only man that believes all that rah is gay and weird, especially for men. I am not the only man in the world that believes all these dudes on the internet rah looks a little suspect. Because most men ain't gonna be doing that rah. They're not.
Is it a far-fetched idea that all three of them are fucking? What if they're like in a throuple? Or what if Josh and Suspect are fucking behind Gunner's back? Now that's some sick shit. That's some sick shit. Josh left his wife, Adam's sister, to go fuck.
Damn.
Hey man, that's sick as fuck. I can't even lie. If it's true, that's fucked up.
Sit down. Sit down, bro. Sit down. Sit down, man. Sit down.
He literally just straight up said, like, if you want to go do this, we can step outside off camera.
I literally will tell you this right now. I don't care for that Brandon dude because for one, he's new on No Jumper. And for two, he come on No Jumper thinking he knows more than anyone else. He thinks he's Mr. fucking know-it-all, right? Like what he says, it has to stand because that's the word. I don't care for people like that. I care for people that, I don't know, that can accept criticism, that leaves the door open for more conversation on the topic and instead of always trying to like end the topic, you know what I mean? On this is what it is, or this is what it is. Why can't it be this? Why can't it be that? And I just don't care for him. But I will say this. Suspect would have got his ass beat, bro. Suspect would have got beat up from that dude. Because that dude is a trained fighter. And that is just something different in a street fight. A street fighter is not going to beat a trained fighter, bro. It just isn't going to happen.
Right? And he just like kept turning it down.
The
second he's on a podcast where he's not here,
the normal trained fighter gets hit with punches in sparring that the regular person in the street couldn't take. That's just what they do for practice.
he's like just popping it hella hard, bro. Like you can't have it both ways, dude. Like if you're gonna say something, then you gotta like activate. You can't just like be popping it for no reason.
You can't ask me to fight. You can't say I don't want to fight.
You just don't like him because of the suspect thing.
No, he's not wrong. Because Brandon did look like a big old bitch because he didn't want to step outside. Matter of fact, he was asking Josh, like, what are you trying to do?
Like to go. Where are you trying to go? Where would you like to go?
Nigga, Josh ain't trying to do nothing. The suspect's trying to get you to go out the door. You're just sitting there like a big old bitch. But hey, man, to each their own. He did double back and say he wanted to fight Suspect in the ring one-on-one. And Suspect didn't want to have all that because he knew he could do that.
The thing is, bro, if you're a trained fighter, what's the sense of fighting someone for free? You trained to do this. If I'm training to fight in the ring to make money from people, why would I fight you anywhere somewhere else? Make it make sense. Why would I go in the back alley and fight you? Nah, come in the ring, let's make some money from it, and I'll beat your fucking ass. Because I'm trained to do this. I think he would have beat Suspect up, honestly.
So, I mean,
that's my thought.
The bigger picture is
the
Gunner
dude's
does
a
not
real
like
fucking
Brandon
creep.
because he likes Suspects, possibly in love with Suspects. I'm telling you, like, there's something going on here behind closed doors and no. All right, great news for the Flacco fans. It appears to be Flacco will be featuring in a new Pixar film, A Bug's Life 2. Can I get a round of
First thing they said was, Shannon Sharp don't got to support of ESPN. Shannon Sharp got to be doing something wrong, bro. Because
What is that, bro? Bro, Poetic Flacco, did you have a fucking bed bug crawling on you, bro? You gotta love people that make videos and then they don't go watch them back and through the editing process of it, and they just throw them out there. Shit like this is in them. Motherfucker had a whole bug crawling all around his shirt. Didn't care. Didn't think, oh, okay, that we'll have to retake that shot. Where'd it come from?
Co-workers coming out. They fight this against you.
What
So,
the
Steven
fuck, dude? That thing was fucking gone, too. You just, yeah, get some bug. He don't call Cyrax for bed bug killer. He ain't got none of it, AP.
Was the first one to go at
Dude, that thing is all over his shirt, bro.
This man,
What the fuck, bro? That looked like a serious bed bug, bro.
It's to be loyal to a dude I'm not even friends with. You're right. To me, that
bro.
Bug's Life 2 coming soon.
I stopped smoking broken windows back in 1986 on my last sack. I threw my feet behind the ditch. I'm trying to get paid, I'm trying to get rich. Would tell you how I hustle, but I ain't no fucking snitch. I can get at the packers in your hood, I'm out of place.
Another $2. Why do you drive the least reliable car ever? Okay, that was not my car, and I was not driving.
All right, it's starting to look like Lush is about to take the hot seat this week because apparently he said nigga.
Uh-oh.
Shut the fuck up with your whole ass, nigga.
Oh, he said it. He said the word. Let's put him up on the cross. Put him on the cross, y'all. He said the word. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all better go get him. All of you N-word warriors, all y'all better go get him. Go get him, y'all. Hurry up. Time's ticking. You better hurry up. All you N-word warriors. All you N-word police officers, you better go get him. Lush said the N-word. Oh my God, the world's gonna end.
And would you look at that?
Just
That is
joking,
just
y'all.
interesting. You know, the two white people in the room think it's funny. That nigga's hilarious. Lush said the N-word.
No,
Let's see what the
you know
black
what?
guys.
I think it's funny because in 2025, a slur can be used as something to do damage to someone, except for in the courtroom. If you was to hurt someone and you said in the courtroom, well, he called me the N-word, they would throw the book at you. They don't care.
Guys look like.
Look up at your hoe.
And would you look at that? Not a laugh, not a smile in sight. Let's hear more on what they had to say about this.
Where was you at right here?
In my crib.
You was some white boys?
2 Mexicans and 2 blacks.
Oh, you was calling a nigga the black?
No, I called the I said it to the Mexican.
And the black niggas ain't saying nothing?
No. It's all my partners.
These be the black people that Lush be talking about.
Look at Comparator, bro. He looks bugged out, bro. Look at Raider, bro. He losing weight quick as fuck. Get off that pipe. What is good, Rinsky? How are you, dog? Get off that Pookie pipe, yo. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check. A Pookie is the glass meth pipe. That's what people call it. I learned that from the internet. Look at his teeth, bro. Bro, watch Comparator's jaw.
Talking about.
That dude is bugged out, bro. That dude is bugged out, bro. The one on the left is smoked out.
Bro. Like, fool. I tried to ask him multiple times. That's to your fool, right? Go ahead. Come on.
And the black niggas ain't saying nothing?
No. It's all my partners.
Black niggas ain't DP.
Man, come to Long Beach, just like Asians calling each other the N-word every other word.
And the Asians seem like they can get away with it a lot better.
But hold on. Wasn't the N-word the big topic of conversation through you and Suspect? That was the big problem, right? But ain't that why you always gonna fight over the N-word? But Lush sitting right next to you gets away with saying it. See, man,
better.
That's why I say that N-word policing thing is just about who you like. It is. Because the freaking realness about it is it's just a word. Especially if you're not using the hard R. And the word is, especially if you're not using it in a derogatory meaning. See, there's context to things when you say them. We are taught this from a very, very young age. Meaning, context. At a very, very young age. I don't know what happens to most of us at 45 throughout the years that we forget that there's things that have context. I choose not to just go around saying it because I have respect for one another and other people of color. So I don't think that it's cool for me to just go around saying the N-word. I never did, and I never will. It's just not my thing. But if I wanted to say it, there wouldn't be a person in the world that would stop me. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just a word. We got to quit with letting the dumb shit making the smallest things erupt. Like, if it's true that the N-word police should be all over this motherfucker, bro. All over him. Getting his ass.
Man, white people are uniquely not given an N-word
Here's the
pass.
thing.
Spanish people get away with it. Asian people get away with it. Filipinos, the Tongans.
That's
everybody saying the N-word.
That is so true, bro. And it's only the white people. It's only the white race that inherently will never get the pass. You'll never get the pass. But Mexicans, just like he said, they can say it. I think anybody in the world should be able to say whatever the fuck they want. And if you disrespect someone when you say it, then you should get your fucking mouth split open. Simple as that. No matter what word is involved in it.
Can't even white people say.
Crips and Bloods, though, they're part of our culture. So we're gonna be totally arbitrary. Asians and Samoans and Tongans could say the N-word with impunity. This guy says it with not with RDR, with the AG at the end.
I don't.
We're gonna come down on him like
you just hear. Did you just not listen? See, there's another part of the problem is listening. That's why I say I don't say it. It's
bro.
Nobody's supposed to be saying it, period.
No,
man.
Black people are supposed to be saying the word. That I don't even know how, it's in my vocabulary heavy, but I don't think white boys should be saying it based on
history. What is the N-word, also known as Nick by Big Chat? Okay, we're going to start off with the Slavs. Now, they were a huge part of Europe, as you can see below. And if you didn't know, they weren't the first slaves, but at the time, they were the ones most associated with medieval Europe. And that's literally where the word slave comes from. They were getting captured in wars and sold off all over Europe in the Middle East. But over time, a lot of Slavs became Christian, and the church was like, yo, you can't enslave other Christians. So Europe started looking somewhere else for people they could take. They had already been dealing with North Africans, but the North African empires were too powerful.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
They had armies, cities, all that. Europeans were trying to mess with them like that. So they started heading further down the coast to West Africa, where the kingdoms were more spread out and didn't have many big armies on the coast. At first, the Portuguese straight up kidnapped people. They didn't come asking. But after that, they came back with goods to trade. And some African leaders started offering people they had captured in wars. So they were pretty much prisoners, and they exchanged them for stuff like guns, horses, and clothes. So it wasn't like Africans just willingly started.
At some point in history, every race has been enslaved. At some point, except for the very first race on the world, I guess. You would think they wouldn't be, but at some point, every race in the world has been enslaved. We were the last nation in the world I guess, I don't know what you call it, in slavery. Make it illegal to slave people. We were the last nation. We were the last nation. Poetic cockroach.
Giving people away for no reason. It was about power and survival, but it snowballed into something way bigger and darker.
Was it a cockroach though? It looked like a cockroach. It could have been a cockroach how fast it was moving, but it looked like a bed bug, bro, and that's even worse.
Than expected. So once Europeans started trading slaves in West Africa, they realized they could use that labor to build up their colonies in the Americas, like the Caribbean, Brazil, and later the U.S. That's when the transatlantic slave trade really took off. They were snatching or buying millions of Africans and shipping them across the ocean in brutal conditions. This is where it gets wild, because about 1 in 5 died just on the way there. Like, they didn't even make it to the plantations. They died on the ship. Once they got to the Americans, the slavery there was way worse than what existed before. It was racial, it was for life, and it was passed down to your kids.
Like a baby?
People were treated like livestock, branded, beaten, and stripped of everything. Name, culture, language. This is considered the worst slave trade in human history, because of the massive scale, the level of cruelty.
Yeah, that's just all it was. The black slave trade, that's why it was so worse. It was because of the cruelty that was involved in it. The selling of their own people. That's all it was. I mean, everybody at some point in time in history has dealt with slavery. I mean, I hate that topic. I hate having history topics because every person has their own teachings of it, their own taught. We're all taught in different schools and by different parents and different people. We're all
literally built the economies of the U.S., Brazil, the Caribbean, and Europe.
They did build the economy.
So yeah, in Europe, black people were enslaved too, but not on the same level as the Americas. In the Americas, slavery became industrial, racial, and permanent, and that's where the roots of the N-word really started showing up. So where did the N-word come from? It comes from the word Negro, which just means black.
I don't think that. See, I have a different aspect on the N-word. The hard R and not the hard R are two different things to me. It's like hearing two different things. I get two totally different definitions of it when I hear it, right? I mean, I don't know about how anybody else, but when I hear the hard R, I go, ooh. If I hear this no hard R, I'm just whatever. People are talking.
In Spanish and Portuguese, back when the slave trade was booming, Europeans called Africans Negroes because of their skin color. It was just a descriptive word at first. But once those Africans were turned into property, the word stuck to their status, not just their color. It slowly got twisted in the mouths of English speakers. Negro became Negra, and then, nigger. And by the time it hit the plantations in the U.S., it was no longer just a word for skin tone. It meant slave, less than human, property, know your place. It became a weapon tied to the entire system of violence, rape, torture, and dehumanization that Black people were trapped in for centuries. That's why the N-word hits harder than probably any other word in the English dictionary. For other races, it's just a word. For Black people, it's a summary of 400 years of hell.
So here's the thing. It's something that I hate that I say. And
shut your ass up.
Let me. Do you really hate it though? No, it's something that I've tried to remove from my vocabulary and have been pretty successful with. There are moments where it comes out, and it's normal when I'm with my partners, and I understand. Like I've spoken on this several times. It's not the first clip of me saying that. You feel me? When I back in the day, one time I was out and in public, and I saw the reaction when I said that for like older Black people, and I don't want to like bring back trauma and pain based on my words for Black people. That's the last thing I want to do, bro. Like, but when I'm with the homies, sometimes I slip out because that's just the way that I've always communicated since I was like 12, 13 years old. So like,
that seemed like a very sincere apology, Lush. And it's great that you're cognizant of your words and how powerful your words can be, especially as a white man. And I also know how tough it probably has to be for you. I mean, knowing that your boss also has a history of saying nigga.
Forces is all my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans unemployed. I'm like, that doesn't sound cool at all.
What do you mean? That should sound kind of hard, actually. Hold on, let me try to make a song out that.
All my niggas pop Zans unemployed. All my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans unemployed.
Damn, we call your hoes grass till we pass your bitches. I be really in the field with them snakes and them lions. How you see you in the field with the master of niggas? I should call you niggas dead because you lying. Damn, almighty about this hell star behind target. Full black bullet, half white like some dog shit. Yeah, I talk shit, but like Daniel, I talk shit. And my blick got a red clip like a dog dick. Damn. Almighty Malcolm in the middle of the mall. Damn. No jumping mad because I didn't want a car.
All my niggas pop Zans unemployed. All my niggas pop Zans unemployed. All my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans unemployed. All my niggas pop Zans unemployed. All my niggas pop Zans unemployed. All my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans, all my niggas pop Zans unemployed.
Thanks for watching. How does Almighty Suspect act behind closed doors? So recently I saw Almighty Suspect on Lush's stream.
That wasn't Almighty Suspect, bro. Oh man, this channel is funny as fuck, dude. This channel is funny as hell, bro. There goes Almighty, y'all. There's Almighty on Lush's stream.
The hairline, check. Mixed, light skin looking dude, check. Looks like Rufus, check. So, I mean, it's all checking the boxes. So he's hanging out behind Lush. Now, you know, Brandon and Almighty Suspect got in a little spat in the first place because Brandon said that Almighty Suspect was like a white guy or some shit, was, you know, pretty much downing his blackness. Well, here Comparator is doubting his blackness as well. But look at his reaction in this video.
Oh, Dex, 100%. Right. Yeah.
He really looks black. He's more black than you.
So here's the
Look at my mother.
So, and this is why.
Look at him, bro. Look at this dude. Watch Comparator on the left's eyeballs.
He really looks black. He's more black than you.
So here's the
Look at my mother.
So and this is why.
He is bugged out, bro.
Comparator and Lush, we're talking about a guy who is 100% Mexican, but we're saying he looks black and even looked blacker than him. And look the way that Comparator, whenever Comparator says that, look at the way that Suspect looks at him. And Comparator glares back at him, and Suspect gets nervous and smiles, cracks a smile.
He really looks black. He's more black than you.
So here's
Look at my mother.
So and this is why.
Word to my mother. That's what he said. You're messed out, bro.
That's intense right there, guys. That was about to be a serious squabble. Later on the stream, Lush goes in on Sharp, calling him a bitch and calling him this and that. And Almighty Suspect had some words on the subject.
That's how much I know I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. He's a bitch. And I got his number.
Ooh.
He's tweaking. Ooh. Yo! Crazy, bro. This guy said bitch like 100 times. He's marking up. No. Fuck that, bro. He's crazy. Yo, if you see that fool, Lush, you better swallow with that. Yeah, hey, that's a lot of talk. You better put down on that fool, bro. And so here's the thing. If you was
Hell no. Why does that do sound like the surfer nigga from SpongeBob?
See what I mean?
Yo,
if you see that fool, Lush, you better swallow with that. Yeah, that's a lot.
All jokes aside, I'm
Yeah, you
pretty
gotta
sure
fight
that's
Sharp
not
now.
actually Almighty Suspect. He has to be related to him, though. They
And
gotta be like
I
brothers.
think Lush is
Almighty
gonna get his ass
Suspect
beat again,
and
y'all.
Almighty Victim. Almighty Suspect still looks like he has some problems with the Reddit. Let's listen in on this.
He was gonna fuck about what some niggas was in their granny basement talking about on some funky ass website, nigga.
He says that initially, but he gets put back in his place after he gets proven to be a weirdo Reddit user himself.
Raheem the Jeweler, people that use Reddit are weird, especially the ones that
I
go
agree.
in there to seek balding advice.
Hold on, you know him?
Now, I'm not sure if you heard, but Almighty Suspect was caught up recently for being a weirdo Reddit user using Reddit to seek hair loss advice.
Oh, the
As you can see, he's
Redditors.
wearing the same
I
hoodie
love
in the
the
show
Redditors.
as he was in the post where he was asking for hair loss advice, which, you know, he's not just at a loss of hair, but at a loss for words.
Raheem the Jeweler, people that use Reddit are weird, especially the ones that go in there to seek balding advice.
He's not like he's not saying nothing, y'all. He's not saying shit. Nothing he said.
But hey, man, look, it's six-figure subscribe. He'll be
Herb.
A-okay. Plus, I just heard he got a new advertisement deal with Cove.
We have rapist in Lincoln Park. You don't need to hide your kids, hide your wives, or hide your husband.
Have you seen that? Antoine Dotton's a Cove customer too. How great is that? He knows Cove's easy to set up, easy to install. Anybody can do it, and it's affordable. Right now, Cove's giving away one free indoor camera, and you can save up to 70% off on equipment when you build your own system at covesmart.com. So if you don't take it from me, take it from man.
Don't buy a Temu camera system, guys. Okay? Don't buy a TikTok camera system. Please don't. You don't have to do that.
Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, it's my birthday today, guys. If y'all want to give me or calling him a bitch and calling him this and that, initially, but he gets put back in his place after he gets proven to
All
be
right,
a
y'all, I wanna
weirdo
move
Reddit
along.
user.
I want to move
Raheem the
along
Jeweler,
because
people that
I
use
want to
Reddit
get
are weird,
I
especially
want
the
to
ones
get
that go in there
to
to seek balding advice.
Now, I'm not sure if you heard, but Almighty.
I want to get to this Diddy content because we got some updates from the Diddy thing. It's getting worse for Diddy, y'all. I know, you know, like I told you, opinions are like assholes. We all have one, right? Mine's going to change along this trial, through this trial. My opinions are going to change. My thoughts are going to change. Hell, I don't know. Anything can change, right? Because we are being taught new things. We're learning new things about the Diddy trial. But we got a update from Tissa Tells, you know. So let's hear this update, and then we'll get into the content that I had planned for us as people, because, you know, I like to involve the chat, and I like to hear what you guys have to say about things. But I definitely want to hear the update. So what's going on in the trial? And this is something that is pretty fucking nuts, y'all. OMG, Diddy extorted Cassie's mom, y'all. He extorted Diddy extorted Cassie's mom, dude. How the fuck does she look so goddamn good every day? Stylist. She's looking good every day, bro. Go to
live from the courthouse update. We gotta talk. Diddy got destroyed in court, but he also got destroyed on court. Like Diddy.
Hold on. Diddy got destroyed in court. Whoo! I love hearing this because you know what the mainstream media is doing? Spinning it the other way. I can't fucking believe it. The mainstream media is spinning it as if Diddy's in there winning. But thanks to Tissa Tells, which we know tells the truth,
is sick. Do y'all know that Diddy extorted Cassie's mom? And for everybody trying to act like Cassie came from some bum family, they didn't care about her, they got that money up and paid that man off. Listen, It was so bad, the fence was speechless. They didn't even want to cross-examine. Do you know that as much as Cassie laid hands on Diddy when her mama was in town, she went into mama bear mode and literally went to war with Diddy in front of Cassie's apartment while his security was literally
Hello, Freddie.
guarding
What's up,
him.
baby girl?
And baby, it was a mess. There was so many things that were actually turned out. There was also that whole thing with Suge Knight. The criminal enterprise was coming into play. Mark Agnifilo was talking to Diddy's assistant, literally acting like Diddy's assistant was trying to be in it when they ran up on, oh God, my lips are dry. When they ran up on Suge Knight and said they had 3 guns, and Mark Agnifilo tried to act like he just wanted to be in with the in crowd. Y'all, let's get into this because you cannot.
Ooh-wee. Look, man, just think. This trial has all been focused around Cassie, bro, right? Up until this point. Now we're done with Cassie. This shit's about to go crazy, yo. I wonder who we're gonna see next. I want to know who's gonna come up on the stage. Who we see yesterday? Gene Deal? Gene Deal came to court yesterday, didn't he? Well, I'll be damned. If y'all are enjoying any aspect of this show, you can always pull up to our PayPal, our Cash App, our Super Chat, and or our Chime, or you can just become a fucking member and win something. We do a giveaway every month on this channel for our members, and you could be a winner if you are a member. So become a member, gift a member, make someone else have a chance to win for the month. I love y'all, man.
Now, make this up. Crystal Jackson, thank you so much for joining. You guys, I need to paint the picture for you so you realize just how atrocious this is. Diddy had just brutally beat up Cassie. Now, as much as people want to turn Cassie into the harlot of the East, West, North, and South, Cassie had broken up with Diddy. Cassie, according to the personal assistant, Diddy was cheating on her the whole time, had harems. Well, they said when Cassie wasn't around, Diddy was never alone. He never slept alone. So for all those people trying to slut shame Cassie, Diddy was a hoe. Diddy was everything, right? But forget about that. We can drag Diddy later. Let's get to the juice, right? About Mama Bear Ventura. Bordeaux Fornow. Thank you, Bordeaux Fornow. Thank you so much for joining the Title Tells membership. And also, Crystal, thank y'all so much, right? Now, here's the whole thing, okay? Let me set this scene up for you before I get to the juice. So, Cassie literally had just been brutally beat because she was trying to move on with her life and get away from a man that didn't see her as anything but a Smex worker that he could slap around anytime he wanted. Okay.
That's fucking
so
horrible.
Then what happened? Okay.
That's fucking horrible, dude. To marry a woman that you don't give no fuck about. Just because you know she's beautiful. Because Cassie's beautiful. She's stunning. What happened to Diddy, dude? Was it J-Lo? Did J-Lo break his heart? Because something happened, man. And it was around that time. Because I don't hear anybody in J-Lo's camp talking about freak-offs. I don't hear anybody pre-J-Lo speaking bad about Diddy's parties, right? It seems like it was after J-Lo. Did J-Lo, because Cassie even resembled J-Lo and yeah, J-Lo's fucking badass. Cassie even resembles her a lot. Do you think that J-Lo broke his heart and he knew he could never get her back, so he just went crazy?
She was brutally beaten. How do we know? Because on Christmas Eve, Cassie's mom was smart. She took pictures of Cassie's legs, her back, her lower buttocks, all this stuff. She was bruised up. On the way too, because she said she only.
But you got to give it to J-Lo's team, bro, because she got him away from him. They got her away from him. Good for J-Lo. Getting the fuck away from that dude, bro. Getting the hell away from Diddy.
I saw Cassie about 3 or 4 times a year. She barely saw Sean. Okay, that's what she calls him, Sean.
That's his name.
On the way there, Lloyd J. Dix, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for financing me, guys.
Yeah, J-Lo does look good.
Right? What's up, G-Way? And that,
her and Mariah are like one of my favorite.
So anyway, so we got that. Now, Cassie's coming home bruised. Her mom doesn't know she's bruised because her mom did not know that Cassie was a victim of abuse. Cassie had been hiding this the whole time.
Why do
okay.
all women
However, on
hide
the
it, bro?
plane,
Why is
her mom
is it embarrassment? If a man is hitting you, get away. Get out. Tell someone. Do that. Don't hide it for him. That's a piece of shit move. Do not hide it for him. That if any man is beating on you, you tell on his ass.
and Capricorn Carp received a very disturbing email. The email was titled Threats. Cassie said, Linda Alois, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all buying me lunch and dinner. Thank you. Shut up for y'all saying Tisa need to miss a meal. Shut up. So listen.
That's why I said it.
she received
I get it. I understand why. That's why I said embarrassment, maybe, because I do understand. I've never been a victim of domestic violence. I've never committed domestic violence. I think that shouldn't be anywhere where love should be. Anywhere where you say that there's love should never, ever, ever be violence. Ever.
very disturbing email. It was sent to Capricorn Clark and to her. This is Cassie's mom. It was entitled Threats, right? It was entitled Threats. So,
damn.
The email, the mom read the email in court. It said Sean Puff Combs has promised to release 2 SMEX videos of me. One he will release on Christmas Day. The other one he will release soon after to publicly humiliate me to the world. The email also went on. Imagine it is literally almost Christmas Eve. You're like, oh, why my daughter email me? And you click on Cassie's email and you are reading this, okay? Then it went on to say, she also, what did it say? He also has threatened to hurt me and, hey, what's going on? Oh, look. Hey.
I was like, I'm fine.
Hey, what's your name, Mama? The Spot Girl? Okay, we got the Spot Girl. Say hi. Okay, everybody's screaming for me to get back to work. It's nice meeting you. I love your scarf, Mama. It's so beautiful. Okay, so, right? So she said,
She's a bundle of joy, bro.
Promised to hurt me and I don't know what his name was, Scott, whatever Kid Cudi's real name is. We're just going to call him Kid Cudi. He's also threatened to hurt me and Kid Cudi. He has said that he is going to take both of us out, and it's not going to be by his own hands. He is going to do it. He is going to do it while he is out of the country, so it cannot be contacted with you. Cassie took Diddy's promises to release her SMEX tapes, right? And to hurt her so seriously that she told her mom and Diddy's assistant, Capricorn Clark, that she felt that she was in danger and told them why. Could you imagine the fear you lived in, that you had to tell your mom that you've been, the whole freak out thing, and also that you're being abused? Exactly. That's where Cassie was. Danielle Walini, what's up, Mama? Said, thank you, Tisa. Looking gorgeous as usual. Great updates. Thank you, Danielle. Also, Honeybee Therapy, thank you so much for the super chat. And Moni, thank you for the super chat. Okay, the judge is going to call us in soon. I'm not leaving yet, but let me get this out. I know y'all like Tisa, we've been waiting for y'all to get it out, but I keep getting interrupted. Okay, so that's what her mom had. It was the first time she even heard that Cassie wasn't being treated right. And you hear that this mofo, okay? So that's what's going on. Cassie arrives. Sherelle Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. Cassie arrives to the house. The mom is like, Cassandra, takes her into the arms, sit down, tell me what's going on. Cassie, there's pictures of Cassie. They're actually so sad. Cassie looks so like, if you guys are in the trial, you would know how crazy everything looks. Cassie looks so like dejected. She looks like a victim of trafficking. She's sitting there. She looks so young, so frail. Bruises all up and down her body, and her face. It's the humiliation of what's going on with her body, but also the fact that her mom is taking the pictures. It's really sad. It looks like a sex trafficking victim, right? Sorry, but those pictures are like,
what?
They're a lot. So anyway, Cassie, sorry guys, these pictures, you have to see them. They are just like so.
Damn, that's fucking bad. If Tiss is up there crying, bro. I think Mary J would come out against Diddy, bro.
anyway,
There's gonna be a few people.
so the mom takes the pictures, okay?
That's sad.
And all that's going on. And then she receives an email from Diddy. The mom receives an email from Diddy. Hold on, let me get myself together. Let me make a joke. What's up, G? Wait. But
So Diddy emailed Cassie's mom.
face in those pictures. I just was there like, you're already broken. You look so young, so fragile, so bruised up. And your mom, you've just had to tell your mom because you fear for your life that one, you're going to be, those tapes are going to be leaked to humiliate you to the world because you dare try to leave your abuser. And your mom has all these questions finding out for the first time
He
that
will.
you were abused. Anyway,
He will
I
once
won't
he
cry.
goes away.
Who puts through this? Okay, so Cassie came home. She sent her mom the email to Capricorn Clark. I'm 100% certain at this point Capricorn is going to be testifying. Oh, also, if you guys don't know, let me talk something to make me laugh. We did an amazing live last night. They exposed who all of these sex workers were and everything. We did a hot or not, smash or pass, Diddy sex worker edition. It was actually really fun. You guys go check out that live. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm back to laughing and giggling, right? I'm back to laughing and giggling. Okay. So also, really quick, Tanya Holly, the Book of Medicine, thank you for your updates. We appreciate you and your amazing
Diddy
heart.
is
Thank
a
you.
wild boy,
Also,
wild
Tanya
boy.
Lewis said, great work and thanks for your professionalism.
funny.
Thank you, guys. Okay,
Not
I
funny,
stopped
man.
with the
He's hurting
tears. I got
women,
myself
bro.
together, but those pictures are heartbreaking. Leslie Ann Nuri, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay,
sad,
so
man.
also, he threatened to release 2 tapes, one on Christmas Day, the other one soon after. He will hurt her and Kid Cudi, and he will be out of the country. Oh, Tyrone, what's up, Esquire? Blackburn said, hey, Tisa, I wish I was there today. Lord knows that the assistant's testimony had me on the floor. He's given plenty of lip service. I was in tears reading Cassie's mother's testimony. Thank you, Mr. Blackburn, Esquire. It truly was heartbreaking to be in this thing. Okay, so they asked her, this is the prosecution. They're like, how did you feel? Cassie's mom said, I felt sick. Right? She said she was shocked at the S-tape accusations. She said she felt sick. She said she didn't know who Kid Cudi was, but her focus was on Cassie. She said, now get this. Daniel Malani said, oh, you have such a good heart, bless you. And the Tonga Warrior, thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you, Danielle. I'm just a big crybaby, but it's hard. So get this. Then, Kat, and this is the part that makes me sick. Hill with Nona Black TV said, sending love for you, Tisa. Oh, thank you. May God cover my spirit. May God cover my spirit and keep me protected. Okay, and Warrior of the People. Also, Man and True, thank you so much. You said stay safe, dear. And Stacey said you're the only one I said super chats to. I was wondering if the jury had the same internal reaction as you. Let me tell you about the juries before we jump to Cassie's mom part, because it's actually really interesting. Most of the jury was heartbroken the way I was. Even the men were like, when they heard. However, there is one, and this is my opinion, there's one woman on the second row. I think she looks like she's in her, I don't know, like I think she's Black or Afro-Latino. So, you can never tell. She could be mid-30s to 60. You know what I'm saying? She could be mid-30s to 60. I don't know how old she is, but she is not a fan. I did a live with Mel. He also covers this in the line. And Mel said that he saw that jury when Dawn was testifying look over and say she's lying to the juror next to her.
Ooh.
I think that she is going to be a hard nut to crack. Okay, so get this, right? She said she felt sick. However, it all came crashing down when Diddy's trifling butt sent a demand email to Cassie's family.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Diddy tried to extort Cassie's mom and said, I'm going to need $20K to recruit the money he spent on her.
What?
Diddy, you just sent this woman's daughter home to her, black, blue, broken. And at that time, Capricorn Clark was Diddy's assistant. So Diddy knows that Cassie sent that email to her mom saying, yo, he's going to extort us, blah, 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 blah. And he's going to hurt me. He said he's going to hurt me when he's out of town. Diddy knew Cassie's mom, the jig was up, and she knew everything he was up to. Okay?
Bro, like
Diddy
you never
was having
this would come out and hurt you.
Yeah, and you know what? Another person made a good point. Dante made a good point this morning when I saw the show. Everybody acts like Diddy was being so generous to Cassie. Bad Boy had signed Cassie. Diddy was using the money he should have been using for Cassie's studio time and sessions and all the stuff what you get when you sign on as an artist to have freak offs and wine and dine her. Again, Diddy, that's my
Damn, he was using the money. He was using the budget to wine and dine and do freak offs, bro. He was using the budget money.
take on it, right? So anyway, Diddy
That's
has
why
the
she
nerve
had no
to
music come out. He
email
never put
Cassie's
her in a
mom
booth.
and tell her that he's gonna need to recruit the 20K he spent on her daughter. You just sent this girl home black and blue. She is having freckles with you. You are acting like she is your personal prostitute, and you demand 20K, baby. Anyway, Cassie's mom, she was like, how do you know it was a demand? He's like, he sent me an email. He said, can you imagine the evil of this man sending somebody's mom this? I felt like throwing up in my mind. And I literally said, you know what? Everybody that protects Diddy, everybody, baby, God is watching. Anyway,
That's
so
true.
what did Cassie's mom and her dad do? They did what any loving family would, right? They took out a home equity loan to get the cash up. And they transferred that money to checking.
Oh,
Again,
they got it.
Diddy, in my mind, extorted Cassie's mom. Cassie said,
If they've got the fucking proof where they sent money to Diddy, oh, they got him, bro. That's extortion at its finest. There's your RICO. If they could say one or two of these, they've got to prove two of these overt acts for the RICO, right? There's one right there. This is going to be easy, bro. This is going to be easy the way it's coming out now. Them texts of Cassie saying, yeah, baby, let's do the freak off. I'll do the freak off anytime, daddy. That's only going to sting the jury for a second. When all this other shit starts coming out, bro, this is just the beginning.
he's going to release embarrassing tapes. Diddy knows that Cassie's mom has that email. Diddy then tells Cassie's family, well, you're going to have to send me 20K because I'm going to need my money back. That is extortion. Extortion. And the reason they did it and didn't say you can kiss my butt, what you mean 20K after you've been treating my kid like a rag doll? What happened? Why they did actually do that is because they feared that Cassie, sorry guys, they feared that Cassie would 100% something would happen to her. And that's what they feared. And I don't think that they were wrong. Gay Kennedy, thank you so much.
She would probably want to harm herself if sex tapes come out.
Okay, so what else happened, right? So they paid the money. It's not over. They paid the money. They transferred it to Diddy's checking account. Diddy even put his banking information there for them to have. He was dead serious about getting this money. Monique Omeo said, "You're all thank you. You're a warrior light. Thank you for exposing."
Diddy took $20,000 from Cassie's parents, bro. One of the richest people in the world took $20K from Cassie's parents. Insanity.
The truth. They sent Diddy his MF and money, right? They said that they transferred to his checking. He was dead serious about it. Do you understand the balls? And for everybody saying, oh, Cassie was just using Diddy. Cassie was on the come up. Cassie was just like, you got your money back, mofo. You charged her for everything. Dennis Counts, thank you so much for the super chat, right? Okay, Cassie's mom was like, Diddy was angry. He spent money and that she was seeing other men. Diddy felt complete control over Cassie, right? Diddy sent his payment info. She paid him the money, right? Sent it from their checking account to Diddy's bad boy checking account.
There it is.
That's right. Also,
there it is, bro.
Rico, okay? That's what Diddy did. Literally being an a-hole. You intermingled with that extortion attempt. And again, this is legally. With that extortion attempt, Molly Wapa, thank you so much. With that extortion attempt, you intermingled with that extortion. Bad Boys funds with what was going on with Cassie. Cassie should have got 50 million. She got a 60 million. I hope she take every penny from Diddy. Anyway, right? They sent the money. The wire instructions came over email.
I wonder if
Diddy
she
was
could sue him again, bro. There might be clauses and all that. I don't know. I have to look into it, but
dead serious about getting this money back. But what everybody got to say, remember all these people over the weekend that was calling Cassie the biggest ho in the world, calling Alex Fine a simp when he is the only man that ever stood up for Cassie. right? He is the only man that stood by
I
Cassie's
said there
side
would
and
only be a
didn't let Diddy
sting for a
sway
minute.
him, no matter how many times Diddy threatened him. What's up now? We now know that Diddy was a sex addict. Oh my God. We all know that. I'm trying not to kill nature's creatures, but when I saw a little spider crawling on me, I had to blow it off. Anyway, but I'm trying not to kill any of God's creatures. Anyway, Stephanie Fernandez, thank you so much for the super chat.
Insane, bro.
D Nice said, will
You
Philip
take
Pines
20
testify? He also
grand
proves the RICO
from your
charges. He actually
pocket.
might, but we got to wait and see.
You are one of the richest men in the world, bro, and you extort your wife's parents out of $20,000. You make them get a mortgage on their home, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
WT said, great work.
You
Thank y'all.
are a
Hold on, really quick. Mimi Cool, thank you so much. And also Kay and the kids. Yes, Kay and the kids all day long. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Christine S.
I'm gonna
TT,
release
human
these
baby. I'll
tapes.
cry with you. No,
I'm gonna release these tapes if you don't give me the money. You give me 20 grand, or I'm gonna release these sex tapes of your daughter. That poor little girl sitting over there like, oh my God. And mom and dad go out and get a fucking mortgage on their home to pay your fucking rich ass off. It has to be payoff. It has to be English. Dude, there was people out in front of the courtroom, English, that were being paid $20 an hour to wear free Puff Daddy shirts. I seen it on Instagram. There was a lady standing there doing an interview, and she said, these people right here offered me $20 an hour to stand out here and walk around wearing this t-shirt. And there were other people doing it, looking like crackheads and shit, looking like dope fiends walking around. Anybody needed the money. Swear to God. It's on Instagram. I seen it. I saw it. And there was a woman that said, no, I'm not doing it. So she was the one speaking. Yep.
should ever have to abuse.
That's what money can do.
But you know what is deeper than that? It's not just about Cassie enduring abuse, that's bad enough. It's about the way
That's what
even
money
now
does.
the public is abusing her. Even now they're abusing the family. Even now they're listening to the lies that, in my opinion, this demon Diddy is passing. And it just makes me sad for the world that people just actually can't see right is right and wrong is wrong. Crystal Jackson, thank you so much for the super chat. So anyway, right? Now here's the gag. They mobilized, they sent the money. Diddy actually did that, in my opinion, as a form of control. Because get this, 4 days after they were scared for Cassie's safety, so they sent the money. The wire instructions came over email. This linked me, the RICO organization, the criminal organization, Bad Boy, to what Diddy was doing privately. Again, the lines are blurred. Wendy Peppercorn said, you're doing a great job. Y'all hit that like button.
That links it, bro. That makes it a RICO. That's why I was wondering, like, how is this a RICO when there's no one else that's like, it can be a RICO because he's furthering his own company. He's furthering his own thing. And we're going to find out that he was using other people to do it too. It's just, you're going to see that those other people turned on Diddy. I got a commercial. Oh, shit. Yeah, we moving on up in the world, baby. Commercials. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they were paying them, paying these people to wear Diddy shirts. Let's see if I can find it. People paid to wear free Diddy shirts out in front of the courtroom. Yep. Right there. People are being paid to wear free Diddy t-shirts outside courthouse. People just walking around. Free Diddy. Well, they're taking people that don't give a fuck. Right here it says.
Outside of Sean Combs' federal trial, some protesters may be cashing in. Sean Diddy Combs' sex racketeering trial moves into its second week. or a free puff on the front. Journalist Emily Hagan has been covering the trial in New York and posted this video on social media. She just got recruited, right? You said no. It wasn't worth the 20. One woman says she was offered $20 to wear a free Diddy shirt. Another claimed they were paid $60 to stand outside for 3 hours. Commenters online are questioning whether organizers are paying.
That's $20 an hour.
Unhoused people.
They're exploiting unhoused people. So they're exploiting people that need the money. Just to free Diddy, just to try to show that there's public approval for Diddy. There is no public approval for this fucking guy. He has to pay people to walk outside wearing free Diddy shirts.
Move up this algorithm.
Nobody wants
Okay,
Diddy
so
free, bro.
also
Nobody.
they said that needed to pay $20K. Blah 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 blah. Okay, they needed to pay the $20K because Diddy demanded it. Blah blah blah. 4 days after they sent this. 4 days after they sent this, guess what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Diddy 100% sent the money back to Cassie and her family. Diddy sent the money back to Cassie and the family. So you requested that $20,000 because you
sent it back.
You requested that $20,000 because you somehow thought they wasn't going to have it. You thought that they weren't going to have that money, and you could threaten Cassie's family into sending their daughter back to you for you to abuse. Cassie's mom and dad said, you got another MF thing coming. We will sell this whole house and everything we have in our lives to protect our daughter. Okay? We will sell everything we have. They took the home equity out. Again, I need you guys to hear the diabolical nature.
They were using
send that girl home back in blue. You've been cheating on the whole time. I find it odd that all the blogs and everything ain't talking about Diddy was the liar, Diddy was the addict, Diddy was the one cheating, and Diddy was the wrong one. It's all curtains and quiet since that's been exposed. Okay, you can't cheat on somebody that does that. You can't cheat on someone that has a harem. Okay, so anyway, let's think about it. You send her home black and blue because the diabolical, evil. You send her home black and blue. You know, because your assistant Capricorn Court was CC'd on the email. Ivy Teacher Wilson said the best court coverage on the internet. Thank y'all. You know, because you sent her, because your personal assistant Capricorn Court was CC'd on the email that Cassie told her mom and Capricorn that you had been threatening her. You said you were going to hurt her and Kid Cudi, and you said it was going to happen while you were out of the country, so your hands would be clean. You also said that you was going to release 2 tapes, one on Christmas Day. Imagine flying home to see your family, and everybody's going to know what's been going on. And another one soon after. Soraya Melicio said, love you, Tees. I love you too. Thank you, mama. And then what happens? All that shit happens, and instead of showing any type of shame, instead of showing any type of integrity, instead of doing anything, what do? You send an extortion in my thing. You send an extortion thing to her mama and demand $20K for the money you dumped into your little girl who you're sitting there taking pictures of her bruises. Diddy? And you did it because you thought the family couldn't come up with the money. And you thought since the family couldn't come up with the money, they would encourage Cassie to run back off you.
Yeah.
But you had another thing coming. Anyway, the mama said that she took photos of Cassie on Christmas Eve with a Polaroid camera. Polaroid was popping back then, right? They took, also I want to say thank you to Jocelyn Rosa. You said, keep up the goodies work. Thank you. Also, Polaroid camera, December 2011. Pics of Cassie. She was black and blue. She bruised. They asked you why she did it. She said, I did it to memorialize this. She said that she had been beaten by Sean Combs. They said that Cassie shaved her head in 2009. Bruises all over her body with legs, back, on her buttocks. It was a mess.
Wow.
Oh, listen, shout out to Psalms 23:91. Thank you so much. Also, yes, let the Lord cover me and protect me and guide my steps. Okay. They said that they also, the first time she learned about, it was the first time she learned about the abuse. She had kind of asked, because she saw a blind item about Cassie being beaten up in the car, but she called Cassie, and Cassie was like, Ma, it's not true. Don't worry about it, okay? They said after Christmas, Kid Cudi came to visit Cassie at her mom's house. He stayed for a few days, right? Then the next time she saw Diddy was in February. They came to a Fox Hill casino for opening, and Diddy showed up with Cassie, and he didn't even care. Anyway,
Wow.
the next time she saw Cassie is in April of
So
that same
sad,
year.
bro.
Diddy beat up Cassie. They said that there was one incident that happened in August. It was Cassie's 30th birthday. Diddy was invited to the birthday party. However, the family traveled to celebrate with her. She was living in Los Angeles. Cassie had been around Diddy, and Diddy stole her phone. Diddy is such a BA ninja. Ashley T, thank you so much for the super chat.
He
Diddy
stole
is a
her
BA
phone,
ninja.
bro.
He stole Cassie's phone from her, right? And they were, and Cassie's mom said I was there, and her and Diddy got into a huge argument outside Cassie's apartment. It was D-Rock, his security was standing in between. Imagine letting your anyway, they had an argument outside the apartment. They said that, oh, also Cassie's dad was there in court today, right? Just as I think that was Cassie's dad. Anyway, she said she had Cassie's mom had an argument with Diddy outside of Cassie's apartment on Cassie's 30th birthday.
You gotta relive
They said Cassie
all
was
this shit,
upstairs,
bro.
D-Rock was standing in between them. They said, then what were you doing? She said, I was yelling and screaming and trying to hit Sean Combs, and I'm glad she was. Let me tell you something. Violence isn't the answer. But shout out to Drea from Mob Wives, but sometimes it is. She said she was hitting and screaming.
Like, violence isn't the answer, but sometimes you have to do it. Simple as that.
And yelling and trying to hit Diddy.
Simple as
she
that.
was like, give me my daughter's phone back, right? She can't recall what the specifics were, but guess what? He gave that phone right on out, right? And guess what Diddy did? Being the punk he is, Diddy took Cassie's car after that. Hibiscus Rose said, Tisa, take care of yourself. Thank you so much. And Happy said, God is with you, Tisa. Prayers changes everything.
Yourself,
he is
Tissa.
right
You're
here,
out there
right by me.
Diddy
G said, thank you for reporting the truth. You're welcome. Yolanda Washington said, we love you, Tisa. Oh, thank you. God bless you and protect you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the prayers. And Wolfie said, P. Diddy, P. Yuki. Exactly. So Cassie's mom got her phone back, and Diddy, being the idiot he is, took Cassie's car, and they celebrated the 30th birthday party. And I believe she said Diddy was not at the birthday. Get this. Cassie's mom made Diddy look like such scum of the earth. Cassie's mom made Diddy look like exactly what he is, Mr. Tootsie Roll. Cassie's mom really bought into Diddy's, brought Diddy's horror into focus so much that when it was time for Mark Agnophilia to question her, Mark Agnophilia stood up and shuffled over like Stuart Little. And she was like, Miss Ventura, no questions at this time. And then meekly shuffled over and sat there. And Diddy was sitting there looking off to the side. And you know what the best moment of that? Cassie's mom came off that stand. And when I say she gave a look that would kill, and as she walked off that stand, she stared Diddy down. Like, I mean, stared him down. Her energy was palpable. The whole court could see. She stared Diddy down the whole time she was walking from the stand. Like, stared him down like, who gonna say something? Stared him down and let him know she's not afraid of him. His time of terror is over. His reign is over. Diddy, your days are numbered, and I can't wait until the guilty verdict comes out. And guess what? You know what Diddy, the beater of women, the stealer of cars, the man that was turning apart, you know what he did? He sat there looking stupid, afraid to look back at Cassie's mama, who literally, outside of all the people in this organization, stepped to him and let him know, not on my watch. Diddy was sitting there looking at the air, too scared to look back at Cassie's mom. Y'all, listen, it was dramatic when I tell you it was dramatic.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Diddy, boy. Shout out to mama, man. Hey, you know he was
Nivik
fucking
J,
like,
thank you so much for being a member of
and
Chat
didn't
Channel
even
Talks.
get crossed,
Daisha Jones,
Damon.
thank you for being a member.
Your-
Michelle
and then your
Azell said,
defense
thank you
didn't
for the
even
hard
cross
work
it,
and for
Damon.
keeping us informed. Dark to light, thank y'all so much. I
You know you
appreciate
get
y'all.
the
Also,
defense.
Cece said, bringing us the tea,
Like that
stay
shit.
safe. And Yashar Sarah said, stay strong, T. So y'all, you know I am. I'm a survivor. Okay, let me stop. Chi, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all,
Thank you
it
for the
was so
update.
emotional. Senor Rojo said, I bet if Fontor, Bentley, and Shine get called to testify, that Dittler going to have a nervous breakdown in court.
Oh man, Farnsworth Bent. Oh man, I believe Shine will. I think the feds will call Shine, and that's when he's going to say he did time over shooting that woman that he didn't shoot. That's when he's going to say that I didn't shoot that. Oh, man. There's going to be so much more coming out in this case, man. So much more. But I've got other things to do today. So I appreciate everybody coming up here and hanging out with me. I will be doing more live streams. They will be longer. They will be more detailed. I will be dropping the link for people to come up and conversate with us. That will be taking place. From here on out, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy your evenings. God bless you. Stay real. Don't be a diddler.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mama bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch a op so I can